My friend and I explored an abandoned hospital as a joke. It wasn't. Part 3 by SavagePotatoes. Good news! I have a lot of stories here, and if you actually enjoy these stories, stay tuned for those. Because after this series, those will be in the works. Shout out to A Brothers. He narrated these stories for me. His YouTube channel, which is named Solar Quiet, I highly advise you to subscribe. He is the nicest Redditor I've met so far. And without further ado, let's get into this story. Well, after I woke up in the ER, I could barely remember anything. I could remember me freaking out, thinking I was dead and in hell, but I was just fucking dumb. And the nurse came in. Where am I? I mumbled. In the hospital, sweetie. You have a broken leg, and your other friends have minor injuries, but strange burn marks on their backs, she explained. Shit. I didn't want this to go any further than what the demon did to my other friend, but now it got Jake, Tristan, Emily, Riley, and Cole. Why can't I have a normal life? Why do I always have to be in these situations? I didn't want to think too much into it. You and your friends are gonna pull through. Trust me. They'll be out before you. You'll be in here a little bit longer, she said. Well, okay, I replied. My friends eventually were let out. They came to see me, and Jake, Tristan, Emily, and Riley looked pissed at me. Like all of this was because of me. I sarcastically smiled at them. Guys, don't blame this on me. Cole, I know you won't blame this on me, but Jake, Tristan, Emily, and Riley, don't blame us getting chased by a demon on me. Sure, I'm what it wants, but don't be assholes to me over it, I said in a bitchy tone. Yeah, it is your fault. You're the one it wants. Why put us in danger? You want it to switch targets and kill us instead? Emily said. Fuck you, I snapped back. Fuck you too, asswipe, she said. I immediately felt disgusted. We could have been friends, but no. They blamed me over a demon almost molesting them. I know I'm next on its to-kill list, and it will destroy all of the people who get in its way, but nothing to blame me over, right? I felt like a douchebag after that. I finally got out of the ER and rushed home. My dad met me on the porch. Oh, son, you're alright, he said, relieved. Yeah, I guess you can't deny the fact that demons are real, right? But you saving us back there makes the demon target you next. So, basically, it'll have to kill you too, I explained. Yeah, I'll watch my back from now on. I had to save you, but I regret getting tied up in your situation. But at least you're alive. That's all that matters, he replied. I went inside and ate, went to bed, because I had a splitting headache, and drifted to sleep. And this time, I had a dream of my friend. He was at the hospital. I was outside the window, and the nurse came into the room and put something on his wound, then turned her head all the way around and screeched with pure red glowing eyes. Holy shit. I woke up and tried to rethink what just happened. I didn't know what these dreams meant, but they were creepy as fuck. I turned on my TV and relaxed. I decided to visit Cole and see if he's going to turn out like my other friend. I arrived at his house and heard bangs, red flags right away. My heart dropped in my chest. I knocked on the door. Cole, are you in there, buddy? Don't play games on me, just open up, I said, horrified. The door started to creep open. Fuck. And what I saw inside nearly made me have a heart attack. Cole was floating in the fucking air, and the place was wrecked. He completely blacked out, and he was bleeding. He was repeating words which I think was demon speak or some shit. He turned his head all the way around and let out a terrifying shriek. I was scared shitless. He flew at me and I ducked. I screamed and ran inside his house where was his parents? I saw him coming towards me. I could interpret something like he was saying, fuck you. He screamed. I saw black foam or blood coming from his mouth. What the shit? I ducked again and noticed one of his windows was open. I ran and jumped out, and all the doors and windows shut, and noticed everything calmed down. No, not Cole. Why does Cole have to go? I was fearing for his life. I didn't want him to die. He was under demonic possession. I ran home and didn't mention about what happened to anybody. I'm sure Cole's friends will get hurt by him if this continues any longer. I didn't visit him for 3 months before my dad said we were going camping. I forgot about Cole being possessed, but I figured it was over, so I went to his house. And when he opened the door, everything was fine. Cole wasn't possessed. The house was perfectly fine, and his parents were watching TV. The hell? I didn't question him at all. Hey, dude, you want to go camping with me and my family? I asked. Yeah, can my friends come too? He replied. Now, I hated Emily, but he meant all of them, so I said yes, just to be kind. Hey guys, John's going camping. We're all going, he said. Fuck him, Emily shouted. Why are you such a bitch? It's a trip. You don't have to go, I protested. As if I'd like to go, but if that goddamn demon comes, I'll kill you if we survive, she said. I shrugged. Cole looked pretty pissed at her, but he's a nice guy, so I let him do the work on her. And Cole's friends' families were too worried about them, so guess what? They all came, and they all had campers, so they went in those, and I rode in my family's camper. But we mixed it up, and my camper was the best one, so Colin rode with me, and Emily loved luxury and comfortable places to sit, so she came, even though she hated me. We went to the best camping places. One was out of town, which was the best one, and another was near us, but we took the out of town one because it had good reviews. We set off, and Emily was in the very back watching TV, and me and Cole were chatting. I was eager to tell him about what happened to him 3 months ago, so I did. Hey, this might sound weird, but 3 months ago you were possessed by that demon that chased us on the bike trail. Your house was a wreck. You were completely blacked out, and your parents were gone. What the hell happened? Do you remember anything? I said. Are you okay? I never remembered that. You must have been dreaming, he said. Okay, I guess, I replied. We arrived at the campsite and got out. My friend looked excited. Emily still looked like a bitch. I closed the door before she got out and joined my family. They were setting up tents, and the rest were helping. Cole sat down and got his backpack. He pulled out a candy bar and started eating. He looked very hungry, so I didn't bother him. Hey, I did come to your house yesterday, and you look exactly like that demon. Red glowing eyes and black body. You attacked me, but I escaped through a window, and you're doing chants and shit, I said. I don't remember any of that. Did you take your medication that day, or no? Cole said while munching down on the large chocolate bar. I sighed and didn't try to investigate further. I was just agitating Cole. I could tell he thought I was crazy, but I knew what I saw. I went to my dad, and he looked worried sick. Probably because he thought something bad was going to happen, but I had it under control. I looked over at Jake, Tristan, and Riley. They were hanging out in the tents. Emily? Oh, Emily. That bitch was sitting under a tree. I never really cared what would happen to her. It's only a matter of time. That's the update for now. See you guys in the next one.